Alright, so welcome back guys, or welcome to your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be doing my death predictions for The Walking Dead Season 9, The Saviors community. So if The Walking Dead is something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon, that way you don't miss any more Walking Dead content from me in the future. Now let's begin. First up, we got the man himself, Negan, the former leader of the Saviors. Now, I know a lot of people are probably mad and disappointed he wasn't killed off, and I think I'm going to disappoint you more because I'm pretty sure he's going to survive this season and make it through for a few more seasons. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been talking a lot recently about also doing the Here's Negan backstory movie. I don't think they're going to get rid of Negan anytime soon. He's got a lot more comic storyline to fulfill, and I don't think they could easily get away with doing it with another character. I think it has to be Negan, and I think there's a lot of interesting story that will go on that might make you change your mind about Negan if you still don't like him, but I, for the most part, think that Negan in this season, he's safe. Next up, we got Dwight. Now, if you've been following recent news, there's been rumors going around that the actor who plays him, Austin Emilio, hasn't even been on set for Season 9 at all, and they're probably about to wrap up filming of Season 9, which is disappointing. Dwight probably won't be back this season, which I'm kind of disappointed in. The actor was great. It was a great character. If he does return, I think he's safe. There's still a lot more comic storyline for Dwight to fulfill, and I think there's a lot more they could do with his character, fleshing him out, doing backstory, whatever. I am disappointed. I'm still holding out a little hope that maybe they brought him back but kept it a secret, like they filmed in like an area where they could, hide him or whatnot. I don't know. I'm still holding out hope, because they did do that with, like, if you remember back with Tyrese's death, they brought back big characters like the governor or whatnot, and people didn't even know they were on set filming. I'm hoping they're doing that with Dwight, maybe, but I kind of feel like he's not going to be in this season. But if he does somehow show up or return, I'm going to say Dwight is safe this season. Next up, we got Sherry. Now, Sherry's another character who we haven't seen in at least almost a season and a half now. And like with Dwight, I don't think she'll be returning this season. There were rumors, like with Heath, that they'll bring her back this season. However, I don't think they're going to be bringing her back yet. They might, again, have it be a secret and surprise fans. Again, I don't know how they'd pull that off. I really do hope both these characters return. If Sherry does return, however, I think she will survive. I don't think they'd bring her back just to kill her off right away in that season or a few episodes later. It just wouldn't make sense, and just, in my opinion, kind of be a waste of bringing the character back. Overall, if they do bring her back, like I said, I think she is safe. Next, we got Laura. Now, if you watch the opening 5 minutes that have been released on all of AMC's stuff, it was kind of revealed that Laura and Daryl will have what seems to be like a romantic relationship starting this season, which I'm okay with. I think that's pretty interesting. They're adapting that from the comics where it was Dwight and Laura who had a relationship. So I like that. I think that's pretty interesting and cool. With Daryl moving into that new leadership role following Rick's departure, you're going to need him to have like a love interest. You're going to need him to have someone to care about other than like his bike or whatever. You need to have that connection to people. And I think that's a great thing to have. We haven't even seen Daryl with anybody. I guess you could say Carol, but I never counted them as like a couple or anything. I am interested to see where this goes, and I think, yes, they could kill her off to develop Daryl's character, but I think that'd be a waste. I think they need to keep her around for at least this season, another, or maybe even two, develop Daryl and give him a reason to be a leader. Give him someone to talk to about his leadership roles. Do stuff like that. I think we need that, and I think for that reason, Laura, she's safe. Next up, we got a rat. Now, I think a rat is the TV counterpart to the comic character Tara, who's a savior. Now, I think due to that, she's going to survive. I think they're going to keep her around and have her play a role later on in the storyline. I think there could be a chance she could end up as a head on a pike. However, I think we do need some more familiar faces, and I think, like I said, she has some storylines that need to be fulfilled and need to be, taken care of. So I think for that reason, I think a rat is safe. Next up, we got Regina. Now, Regina is an interesting one for me because she's an original TV character. and I don't really know what they're gonna do with her. I think there's a possibility she could take up some of Comic Sherry's comic story later on. I think she is a perfect character to do that. However, since she's an original character, they could pretty much do whatever they want with her. They could keep her around, they could kill her off. So I think due to that, there's a chance she could end up as a head on a pike. But there's another chance she survives and takes up Comic Sherry's role. And for that reason, I'm going to give Regina a 50-50 chance of survival this season. Next, we got DJ. Now, DJ is kind of like a minor background character. If you're an eagle-eyed Walking Dead fan, you'll know who he is. He partook in some of the Savior meetings in Season 8. And I'm interested to see what they do with his character, because I feel like there's a potential for him to become Comic John. However, I feel like there's another potential where they could just kill him off and be done with his character. Since he's a smaller background character, it's a 50-50 chance. They could do something with his character, or they could do nothing with his character. And for that reason, I'm going to give DJ a 50-50% chance of survival this season. Next up, we got Norris. Now, like with DJ, they're both background minor characters. However, I think Norris is one who's gotten less screen time. They haven't done much of his character. Again, if you're an eagle-eyed fan, you'll kind of know who he is. And for that reason, since he's smaller background, doesn't do much, I think he is going to die this season. I think they're going to need to get rid of him and make room for some new characters and just cut some dead weight. So I think he's going to die this season and be a head on a pike at the end of the season. Next, we got Tania. Now, Tania was one of Negan's wives in the season 7 and 8. Now, I'm 50-50 on this character because she's an original character to the TV show. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with her. They could kill her off, but they could keep her alive for Eugene and stuff. It's a hard thing for me to figure out because I don't know what they're going to do with her. I feel like they were kind of doing a kind of romance with her and Eugene, but at the same time I feel like they could kind of kill her off and do nothing with her. I feel like, if I'm being honest, I'm going to give Tania a 50-50 chance of survival this season. Next up, we got Frankie. Now, Frankie, again, is another original character to the TV show. However, I think we might need to keep her around. I think you want to keep one of Negan's wives around and do something with her. I feel like with this character, there's some interesting stuff to go on. They did do a lot of good stuff with her and Eugene. Again, they could make her a love interest for him. I'm interested to see what they do with her. I think the actress is pretty good and decent, and I think there's a good potential for this character to survive and do some interesting stuff in the future. I think it's a 50-50 bet between her and Tania, and if I had to pick one or the other, I think Tania dies, and I think Frankie is gonna live. However, due to both of them being original characters and not knowing what they're going to have planned for them, I'm going to give both these characters a 50-50 chance of survival this season. Next, we got Amber. Now, Amber is a tricky one for me because we haven't seen her in a while, and I'm interested to see what they do with her character this season, if she even returns, because we haven't seen her since season 7. She did play a role in The New Beginning, sort of, and she did end up as one of the heads on the pikes in the comics, and I think since she's a minor character, they might give her comic book death and be one of the heads on the pikes. But since we haven't seen her, I don't know if they're going to bring her back. I don't know what they're going to do with her. But I think Amber, we need one of the wives to die. So for that reason, I think Amber, she's going to die this season. Next, we got Mark. Now, Mark is another tricky one for me because he is an important comic character, but he plays a minor role in A New Beginning. However, he's also kind of played a minor role so far in a TV show. He should have been more important. I don't get why they didn't do much with him. He should be on screen and doing more. He is Amber's boyfriend, and I'm just confused as to why both Amber and him haven't been utilized as they should have been. And for that reason, I don't know what they're going to do with him. I think if he is in the season, I think he's going to survive. I don't think they would bring him back just to kill him off, since he's kind of more of an important savior later on. But at the same time, he doesn't play that big of a role, so they could easily replace him. So I'm 50-50. But for the most part, if he is in season 9, I think Mark, he is safe. Next up, we got Potter. Now, Potter is a minor character. He's the one in the trailer that is like, bless you, Rick Grimes. I think he's gonna be safe, or he could die. I think there's a 50-50 chance. Again, he's an original TV character, but yet I think we need some of these characters. We're gonna lose some. We need to bring some more up and be more important. And I think Potter's one that they could use as a nice guy savior, build bridges with the communities, help them out, and do stuff with. I think you need some of the good saviors. You need to show some of the bad saviors. So you need to have both. And I think they could easily build him up to be a more crucial member to the group and help and participate more with Rick and his group. So for that reason, I'm going to say Potter is a 50-50 chance of survival this season. Next up, we got Justin. Now, he's a new original TV savior. And I was really excited for this character because he's being played by Zach McGowan, who was in The 100. I really love the actor. He's a great actor, great charisma. However, I'm a little nervous he might die. Because if you look at the trailer, you see him fighting with some people. And then later on, you see a guy getting eaten by walkers. And if you look at it very closely, it looks a lot like Justin. And I'm nervous that they're going to kill him off. I really hope they don't, because I was really excited when they announced this character and the actor. And now I'm just upset because I think he might die this season, which is a shame because they have a great actor. And they're just bringing him on to kill him off, which is kind of annoying me. If you go back and watch the trailer, you can kind of see one of my favorite YouTubers, Ronnie Hayes over at Makeup Path Presents, did a whole video about this. You should check out his video if you're interested in this character or this actor, because it looks like he might die. And I'm just upset and kind of confused as to why they bring this actor on, because he's got great charisma, great stuff, and I'm disappointed if they end up killing him off. So for that reason, I'm going to say Justin, he dies this season. Next, you got Jed. Now, Jed is a new and original character. He's the guy holding the knife to Carol's throat in the trailer. And I think he's going to die. I think just by the fact that you don't hold a knife to Carol's throat and then live later on, I think he will die. Sadly, I think we're going to lose both these characters. I thought we'd at least get one to stick around. And it's just disappointing me a little bit more for Season 9, because I think at least one of these two characters should have survived. I would have picked Justin, and I think Jed, since he's gotten a beef with Carol, I think he's more on the hit list right now too. And I'm just disappointed on what they're doing with some of these saviors. I think we should have at least had one of them turn good in the end. But I guess we're probably not going to get that. And for that reason, I'm going to say Jed, he's going to die this season. Last, we got Gracie. Now, you might be wondering why I got Gracie with the Saviors since Aaron took her to Hilltop. Now, the reason I got her with the Saviors is because Aaron took her to Hilltop doesn't mean they returned her to have someone take care of her at the Sanctuary after All Out War. So I think right now I'm going to keep her with the Saviors. If they do end up having her with Hilltop, I'll put her with them in future videos. But for right now, she's with the Saviors. And since at the beginning of Season 9, she'll be, maybe 2 years old, I think she'll be safe for this season. I don't think they're going to kill a kid. And I think they're not going to do much with her if she even returns with an actor. I think they're just going to have her maybe sitting around doing, arts and crafts or whatever. Something little. Nothing much. Maybe a friend for Judith or something. I think they're going to keep her around. I don't think, like I said, they're going to kill a kid. And I think she'll, for the most part, be safe and survive the season. Maybe, like I said, her and Judith will grow up together and have a bond or something. Something similar to that. I don't know. But like I said, I think Gracie is safe this season. So yeah, guys, those are my death predictions for The Walking Dead Season 9 Sanctuary community. Stick around. Next video, we'll have the Oceanside community and some new characters being introduced in Season 9. Death predictions for them. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. And don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon. That way you don't miss any future Walking Dead videos from me and any other Walking Dead content I put out on my channel. This has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.